it is Tuesday, April 1, 30, 29, 28th. Today's the 28th. All the dates have been running together for like the last month or more. So I have to really think about what day it is. So we just got word that we're going to be slowly creeping out of this quarantine. And I just assumed that I would not do any more videos once we got out of quarantine, because I just felt compelled to do them at the very beginning just because, I don't know, I just felt, maybe the Holy Spirit, maybe it was in my own mind, or I'm not for sure. I just felt compelled to do them. And I just thought that we were coming to an end. And apparently, maybe there are other people that would like to see some more. So I thought that I would show you all how to make my oven-baked fried chicken. We all love fried chicken. Well, most of us, unless you're like vegan or vegetarian, like fried chicken. We like it because it's crispy and juicy and flavorful, and it feeds our soul. It makes us feel, I don't know, it just makes us feel good. That's like birthday dinner or special occasion. We just love fried chicken. Well, we don't always like the calories that come with all of that. And so what I do is I make a oven fried chicken tender in the oven. And I use panko breadcrumbs, and I use regular flour and buttermilk. And it is super easy. And I'm going to start walking you through the steps, and we'll kind of talk in between there. So what I have, we're still kind of rationing just a little bit at the grocery store. So I got one package of chicken breasts, and there were 5 in there. They were pretty good size. They weren't too small. And then I cut each of those chicken breasts into about 3 pieces. There was one that was a little bit bigger, so I cut it into 4. And I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. And I lined a baking sheet with foil, because who wants to do dishes, right? And then I've got a few ingredients to kind of show you what we're going to do. So I've got my chicken right here, and I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour right here. You could use self-rising flour, that would be fine, or all-purpose flour is perfectly fine also. So what I'm going to do is I always flip this over because it makes it easier to get in there, and then it makes it not yucky on the outside. So I am going to put a tablespoon of salt right into my flour, and also a tablespoon of pepper. This is going to be going onto the chicken first, and then we'll put it in the buttermilk, and then we'll put it in the panko, and I'll show you all of the process. So I'm going to zip this up. I'm just going to shake it around so I know that it's all mixed up really well. And I'm going to move my stuff over. And then I'm going to use some tongs. Not thongs, either shoes or undergarments, but tongs. Oh, okay. Anyway, my son is videoing and he's not laughing. Usually Addie Grace is videoing, but it is great.
Hello.
And I'm going to put all of this chicken into my baggie. And then I'm going to shake it up. And it's going to get nice and coated. A couple more here to go. All right. And then we're just going to get, our hands are going to get yucky in a minute. So put that into my sink. Go ahead and close my gallon Ziploc baggie, kind of get the air out, most of it. Okay, and then I'm going to just toss this around. Just here, I'll move this over. I just want to make sure each piece is coated. And if you're doing like 2 packages of chicken, or you've got like 10 chicken breasts because you have a lot for your family, or you're wanting to make enough that's going to last for a couple of days, you will want to do this in a couple of batches, okay? You will want to do this in a couple of batches. But I think everything is pretty good. We'll set that aside just for just for now. And I am going to make a little workstation here. I'm going to move this over. Okay, so I've got about a cup of buttermilk in a shallow dish. You can use like a pint dish or a bowl, whatever you want. Okay, and then I buy these panko breadcrumbs. Walmart usually has 2 different brands that you can use, and I've not bought them at Sooners, to be honest. I don't know if I found them there or not, but if you might find them at Sooners. But I buy these honestly just because A, they're cheaper than the other ones, and B, like tempura Asian food is used with Japanese style breadcrumbs, which are panko breadcrumbs, and so I just buy that one. Okay, so I've got the whole package of panko breadcrumbs in here, and I'm going to put another tablespoon of salt into my breadcrumbs and another tablespoon of pepper into, now you can cut down on the salt or you can cut down on the pepper, however that you like, but it's going to lose its flavor a little bit. It's not all going to stick onto it. You may want to, we like pepper around here, so if you want to cut that down to like maybe a teaspoon, you guys just make it your own, just do it however you want to do it. Okay, so just plain buttermilk. I've got Sister's fish oil is just sitting there from this morning. Okay. Okay, and I've got some hot sauce, whatever hot sauce that you like, just the red kind, the red hot sauce from Louisiana. Got to get this right. Linda Bell will kill me. Liz Cruz too, because I don't know if you all know that, but that if you know those ladies, but they are originally from Louisiana, and you do not say Louisiana. There's probably all kinds of things that I'd say wrong when I'm talking about Louisiana, but
just say Louisiana.
No, Linda Bell will get you. She'll get you on that. Okay, so next I've got my hot sauce, and I'm going to put in a couple of dashes. Even if you have small kids, I'm kind of glad Addie's not videoing right now because she doesn't know that hot sauce goes in to the buttermilk. But all it does is just really give it a good zing. It really doesn't make it hot at all.
With the milk, it just makes it flavorful.
The buttermilk, yeah. And now I'm feeling guilty because I did put a little bit more in there than maybe I would. So I'm just going to add a little bit more buttermilk. Okay, like just a little bit, like a half a cup. So now I've got like 1.5 cups of buttermilk happening in there. Okay, so now I am going to take each piece of chicken.
Wait a minute.
I'm going to take each piece of chicken and I'm going to shake off the excess flour, okay? I'm going to dunk it in my buttermilk. And then I'm going to just push my panko breadcrumbs all around it. All around it. Oh, shoot, you know what I forgot to do before that? Okay, you're going to take just a little bit of oil, okay? I use avocado oil. And you're just going to put a little bit down, or you can use Pam if that's what you have. Remember, if you've been watching, I don't buy Pam. I don't use it. I use my little butter packages, and I use avocado oil and canola oil. Okay, so here we go. Start putting my chicken down. I'll show you another one. Okay. Okay, dump it in. Plop the panko around it, kind of push it down. Turn it over. You really want the panko to be really all over the chicken. Okay, I'll show you one more before we go into the, what is it, time lapse. Yes. I don't know why my brain cannot hold on to that phrase. Okay.
Time lapse.
Okay, so there we go, and I'm just going to keep going and getting more chicken. Okay, so after you get all of your chicken nice and coated, this is when, if you have pan. If you have any spray oil, you can spray the top of it of your chicken really well. And if you don't, you can just do what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna put my finger in the top so it doesn't just pour out. And I am just going to drizzle the chicken with a little bit of my oil.
What does it do?
It helps it, and see my oil's almost out actually. My oil is, never mind. That oil is out. I've got another one. Get that out. Okay, now I'm drizzling a little bit on the chicken. Okay, and your oven is nice and hot. Remember, we preheated that to 400 degrees. Wash my hands off here. And we're gonna stick this in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You want it to all be like golden brown, really golden brown on top, and you'll know, that it's done whenever you have golden brown throughout, not just like on the edges, like a couple of pieces. There'll be some golden brown pieces on all of the chicken, okay? So, because you don't want to overcook it, but you want to make sure it's golden. I'm going to stick it in the oven. I'm going to let that go for about 20 to 25 minutes, and I'll get it out and I'll show you what it looks like. But I wanted to tell you that if you wanted to use like a whole chicken breast, all you would need to do is you can either put your chicken breast between two pieces of plastic wrap, or you can put them in a Ziploc baggie, and you can just pound those thin and do the same thing, and then make you some mashed potatoes and gravy, some rolls, and there you go. It's like fried chicken, except for, it's just a little bit less of a caloric intake there. So this weekend we finally get to go back to church. It's not going to be exactly the same, baby steps, so, and that's okay. And then there won't be a whole lot of people that will be at church, and that's okay too, because we're going to be thankful for every little piece of progression that we get through all of this. So, and then can you believe it? Next Sunday, the 10th, is already Mother's Day. But before Mother's Day, 13 years ago, I was pregnant with the sweetest, most precious, handsome little baby in the world, little baby boy in the world. And his daddy and I was big pregnant. We were in Norman. We were going to go eat some Mexican food because it was Cinco de Mayo. Hello. Who doesn't want to eat Mexican food on Cinco de Mayo or any other day? And then we were going to go to Hobby Lobby because everything's half off. That's what I tell my husband. And then we were going to go watch a movie. Well, I guess Grady James Hardine loved that Mexican food because I went into labor at the movie theater. And so we had to leave the movies and drive very fast with our flashers on all the way back home. It was craziness. So Grady will be 13 next Wednesday. So if you see him out and about, I gotta nose it. I'm sorry, y'all. Which you probably won't, but I will be posting a little thing so he can be well wished a happy birthday for turning 13. But I also wanted to tell you, sweet ladies out there, I would like to make
and guys.
No, not guys. Well, guys.
You don't know who watches your YouTube channel.
Not lots. I only made that for people that don't have Facebook. Both Carries do not have Facebook, so they're watching it through that. But I would love, if you would like me to, who knows, if you all know of someone that is deserving of some sort of delicious Mother's Day, maybe a cake or maybe their favorite dessert, let me know. I would love to get some people nominated and maybe put them in a hat and pick out, do a Facebook Live thing and pick it out. But you all, reply in and tell me some of you mothers that your favorite thing to eat on Mother's Day. One of my very favorite things to eat, because I usually make my own Mother's Day stuff, is I take that chocolate cake that I've made you guys before. I double the icing, okay, and then I make the most delicious German chocolate filling with toasted pecans and toasted coconut and just this gooey deliciousness. And I make that chocolate cake turn into German chocolate cake. I also love carrot cake and Italian cream cake, and I also love to make chocolate lava cakes. Yes, like the ones you get at the restaurants, you know, where it's just all oozy. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. So give me some ideas, give me your thoughts, and nominate some people. And you know what? If I don't get anybody watching this, that is fine. I will just make something and I will deliver to someone that I think there are so many people that are so deserving of something sweet on this coming Mother's Day. And I'm sweating to death because the humidity is really high. It looks like it's fixing to like tornado or something outside.
It is pretty hot here, and Millie's in a bag. So yeah.
Okay, well, we'll be back to show you what the chicken looks like when it gets out. Okay, we're back, and I just took the chicken out of the oven. It is nice and crispy, and if you just leave it there just a second, okay, while you're doing other things, the other part is crisp too, okay, the other side. And look, because we greased that down, the foil down before we put our chicken on, they're just gonna slide right off. And while you're making mashed potatoes or whatever else that you're doing, you can just let them sit right there and they will be okay as you know, you're working and cooking. So anyway, you all have a safe and happy Tuesday and the rest of your week, and I hope to see you maybe this weekend, and you don't get the chicken. And like I said earlier, I would love to make a sweet treat for someone that you know that you would love to nominate. I'd love to hear about it. So thanks for keeping and watching these videos and requesting. It's kind of funny. I'm sure there's lots of more people rolling their eyes than there are enjoying these, but that's okay. Everybody has the right to their opinion. So thank you guys, and have a blessed night.